Hello guys, Max is here, and today we are going to continue our building of Leagues of Votann squads. So today we have this really nice looking Einhyr Champion that is supposed to be a leader for our army of Einhyr Hearthguard that we have built previously on this channel. So we had a couple of them built before, and these are how the sturdy dwarfs, space dwarfs, look like. We're just gonna go ahead and open this box and see what kind of leader we can build. So this looks like a fairly straightforward spruce. Hopefully this is gonna be easily done, easily built. Let's take a look at what we have here. So we build dwarf, a space dwarf as usual, and then we have some weapon options here, either a hammer or a huge axe, and then there are some options for the head and some decorations. So let's just go ahead and start building the guy, and we start with the chest. Number 1 and number 2. This is our number 1 and this is number 2. Alright, our number 2 and number 1 beats are ready. So let's dry feed them. They should be sitting somewhat like this. Let us glue them together. Alright, this is our front torso. Now we need to add a leg number 3. Let's find it. This is a leg number 3. The leg number 3 is cleaned up. Let's try to dry fit it and see how it fits. Here we go. Let's glue it. Okay. This is our right leg. Let's see what's have to be done after that. It looks like they want to put the back first before adding a second leg, the left leg. Let's find number 4. This is number 4. All right, so the back is done. Let's fit it and see where it should sit. So it should be something like this. Yeah, with this mini, it is really hard to figure out which parts should be glued. It's so weird. So it just sits here, see? So I'm gonna go ahead and glue here, here, and here. Probably a little bit over here too, because this looks like those are the valid parts that should be glued. And now I'm gonna attach this. So that looks like a person now, almost. We need another leg and some arms and head, of course, but okay, this is very close to what they have. So now we are missing the left leg, which is number 6. This is our number 6. All right, the left leg seems to be prepared. It should be sitting here somewhere like this. So this is where it should be, really. Okay, so we're gonna glue really carefully this part and this part, because it seems like those two are gonna be covered by the leg. And now let's attach it. Here we go. Wow. It is amazing. With this mini, it is really amazing how it comes together, because the parts are so weirdly formed. It doesn't make a lot of sense when you look at them separately, but when you look at them all together, they fit perfectly. Very nice. And look at this dynamic pose. Wow, this is amazing. Next we go with the top part of the suits, number 5. This is our number 5. So number 5 is prepared. Let's see how it sits. Here it is. Nice. So I'm not gonna push too much, because otherwise it will just stay there and I still need to glue it. So let me just double check. Okay, this part is covered. So I am going to glue this part, and a little bit of the inside rim here. And it is done so well, it feels like you almost don't even need a glue here. Any glue. Wow, nice, nice. So look at this. Fairly recognizable now. Now we have to do some executive decisions. We either have a hammer or an ominously looking axe. This is obviously an axe and this is a hammer. Okay, I think the axe looks actually a little bit cooler. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the axe, which is number 9. And if I have ever to build another one of these, I will go with the hammer. That's how we roll on this channel. Alright, our axe is done. Let's see how it should be attached to the body. So this is one of those cases when it is really hard to figure out the exact positioning because there is no obvious look. So it should be sitting somewhat like this. Okay, this is gonna be tough, but let's try to glue it. I'm gonna wait a second for this to melt. Then I'm gonna try to attach it really carefully here. Hope you can see it. This is the positioning that it should have. I'm gonna give it some rest. You see, this is, wow, this looks really cool. So I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna leave it be for a while. Now I'm gonna deal with the other hand, which has something that looks like a combi bolter or like double bolter, number 11. So this is our number 11. All right, the double bolter looking thing is cleaned up. Now we need to drill some holes. After spending some quality time drilling holes, we have achieved something looking fairly good, keeping in mind our last fiasco with the previous video with the custodian, where the hole had to be drilled a little bit larger in order to clean up our mess. But in this case, this is totally fine. So this part is done. And it should really sit somewhere on the body. Let's take a look. So it should be here somewhere. Okay. So there is a position that is fairly rigid. I'm gonna go ahead and glue it. So it should be in this position. This is how it looks. Very nice. And now we are adding some additional pads. Number 10 and number 12. Let's start with 10. This is our number 10. Again, it might look like that 10 is for this plate, but this plate is really 14 because 10 is pointing at this direction. Okay, number 10 is cleaned up. It should be somewhere here. Here it is. It should really be sitting on this arm because you see there are no locks inside of the shoulder pad per se. So it should be glued to whatever is there. But the arm is really the part that is holding it. Maybe you want to give some rest for the arm with the axe or hammer before you try to glue this part. But I'm just gonna go ahead and glue it anyway. I'm gonna put some glue here and I'm gonna put some glue over here. And that should be enough. Really carefully. I'm gonna press on this part and on this part so they stick together. And whatever is under the shoulder pad is just gonna eventually melt and glue together anyway. And I guess we could not go wrong putting some glue over here. I didn't do that, but this is totally fine because this is normally how you want to glue those parts that you attach them to the shoulder. This is gonna be fine for now. But yeah, next one I'm gonna be gluing. I will put some glue over here in this part of the shoulder pad. And of course I can do the same with this one because you see there is a tiny lock over here. So this is probably a hint for us to put some glue there too. Anyways, this looks fine. Now to number 12. This is number 12. Look at this extensive weapon. The left shoulder pad with a part of the weapon is prepared. Let's see how it should sit here. Yes, so this is pretty much attaching to the guns and to the shoulder. and it's gonna be sitting here too for sure. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some glue here. That looks exactly as it should look like. That looks very nice. Now we have to make some executive decisions regarding the head. It's gonna be 15 or 16. Let's take a closer look. This is 15 and this is 16. I really like the one with the beard, so I'm gonna go with the 16. This is the head of our lad, so I'm not gonna fit it. I'm gonna put it directly because we can move it while it is not glued. So I'm just gonna drop it like this. Here we go. And I'm gonna fix it with my finger. And I am going to consider how do I want to have. From this pose, it feels like he is about to rotate here. Like he is going in the left direction. So I'm just gonna try to make it look like he is inclining over there. The guy is clearly charging. So I think this is it. This is our charging Einhyr Champion. Let us proceed with some additional parts. 17 and 18. This is like some... I don't even know what those are, but they probably provide power. Number 17. This is number 17. It should be powering this arm. So it should go here. Fairly straightforward. We put glue into holes. So this is how it looks, apparently. Like some power cell of some sort, I guess. And now the second one on the left, which is number 18. This is number 18. Alright, number 18 is prepared. And it should be sitting here. Like this. Okay, let's glue it. Attaching both cable and the power core, which I think is a power core. And this is how it looks so far. Alright, moving forward, we still have some decorations to put. So we're gonna put something on top, which is a ram or a goat. There is a ram here. This is a ram. And this is like a goat. I don't even know what it is. Like it looks like it's a goat or whatever. I'm gonna go with a ram because I like rams, and in my head, space dwarfs go well with rams. Let's use number 19. Oh, this is actually interesting because since we are using number 19, we are supposed to use plate number 13 too over here. Apparently it makes some sort of difference. It's probably like a same sort of pattern here. So I'm just gonna try to remember that. Anyways, I'm going with number 19. Our ram is prepared. It should be sitting over here. Like there is a special hole for it. It should be in this position. Hope you can see it. Let's glue it. This is looking exactly as it should look like. So the ram's head is just directly above his head. And I'm pretty sure this is some sort of power field generating thing like Space Marine captains and lieutenants use. So we have already built before another lad with a ram. So actually it looks like it is exactly the same. Look at this. They use the same kind of pattern. And this is a sergeant. So this is a champion, and this is like a sergeant person here. But it is good, I think, because I like standardization, and it is gonna be nice to have exactly the same power field generating rams on top of my guys. Okay, that is nice. And now we are missing the pattern plate over here, which is gonna be in our case number 13, because they explicitly instruct us to go for 13 with number 19. This is number 13, so it should be dropped here, fits perfectly here. So just gonna go ahead and put some glue. And it is needless to say that if I ever build another Einhyr Champion, I will have another field generator and another pattern thing here. Here we go. Nice. This is how it sits, as if it was here from the beginning. And now we are only missing the stand and the base. So this is number 12, like a rock he is standing on. Okay, the rock is ready. Note how this rock has a lock over here. He is supposed to be standing on it. Should be like this. He is really hovering almost. Let's glue him. We put some glue here. So we end up in a very dynamic pose. He is running and he is about to turn to the left. Looking good. And now we need to glue the mini to the base. Let's examine the base. The base looks clean. Nothing to clear up here. Now let us glue it. We are dropping him really carefully over here, trying to put the mini in a way that will put his head into the center. Yeah, now we have a problem here. You see, he is tipping forward because I probably put a little bit too much glue here. So I'm just gonna spend some time like holding him a little bit back in the position that he should be really standing in. And here we have it, my friends. This is our Einhyr Champion that is gonna lead my Einhyr army into the battle. I guess he is somewhat like a Space Marine captain in terms of power and in terms of his abilities. He's looking really, really, really cool. I really like the sculpt. This is very dynamic pose here. And I really like that he has a custom base. So he is running and he is turning to the left. You can see it by his head rotating left. And by this thing, this basically makes it fairly clear that he is about to rotate and attack somebody on his left. Fairly straightforward to build. Again, it is really amazing how Games Workshop people, how they manage to cut it into pieces that seemingly make very little sense separately, but then when you assemble the mini, it actually looks gorgeous. This is really amazing piece of modern Games Workshop mini building. I really enjoyed assembling this champion, Einhyr Champion. So we have built a number of guys before on this channel that belong to the same army. So you can see that they look very similar, a little bit less decoration, but still similar style and similar equipment. So they gonna look together really nicely. So you can see that he has a lot of engravings and a lot of additional decorations on his armor compared to an ordinary guy. And this is pretty much it, my friends, for today. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video. And I suggest you take a look at another video that is gonna be visible on your left right now. If you like this video, please consider liking it. Subscribe to the channel, drop me a comment in the comment section below. I really enjoy talking to you guys. And that is gonna be it for today. Thank you very much, guys. Take care. Bye.